Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone, boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Welcome in, OTB, here on this Monday morning. Jake Flynn, Alondra Tate, all here with you. December the 8th, I got there.
Yep, you found it.
I found it.
It's a big day.
Could not have told you what the day was, but here we are. Glad to be here. A ton to get to. A lot happened in a short period of time since we were gone from here.
Good Lord. What a day. What a weekend for sports.
It was. A lot of good news here in Louisiana between LSU and the Saints.
Yeah?
A lot of times this year, unfortunately, we've come to these microphones on a Monday morning, and it's been a little sad, boy, you know? But not so much.
Got some real good news. Huh?
Had a lot of good.
Yeah, the Saints won.
I mean, I was going to say –
that's not even the best news.
I was going to say Blake Baker coming back, which Blake will join us at 9 a.m. today. So fired up to have Blake on the show.
I can't believe he hasn't, blackballed this show. We ruined his opportunity.
I know. Tulane definitely listened to us.
Now, we are super fired up that Blake Baker is going to be the defensive coordinator for the LSU Tigers in 2026. And we're also super fired up that he's going to be joining the show today. I can't wait. Can't wait to ask him, what's, what. It had to have been a tough decision. I think everybody kind of expected him maybe to take that job just because it was his alma mater. But, man, I think the opportunity to stay here, because I think him and his family have a really good thing here.
Yeah.
They love it here. They fit really well, and just have the opportunity to. I mean, what does Blake Baker think that just give me some sort of offense, right? Right,
yeah, right.
I got the pieces in place now
Right.
with the guys. Give me some sort of offense. We can make a run at this thing to get a ring.
Yeah, it's guys, just poking him with a stick. Just do something.
Yep, and he's so young. I mean, he's going to have so many opportunities. He'll eventually be.
Oh,
I think
that's probably a part of it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know this, but I'm sure that Lane Kiffin was like, "Hey, if you stay here with me for 2 or 3 years, I promise you, the job that you get offered is going to be major Power 4.
Yeah,
head coaching job. And it's not to say look, Tulane just made the playoffs, so it's not slighting Tulane at all. Maybe it wasn't the right time for Blake. There's a lot of things that go into becoming a head coach for the first time.
Yep. And I think Summerall said it this past week, or maybe it was the end of last week, where he was like, Tulane's better than a lot of Power 4 jobs.
Yes,
and
I agree.
Absolutely. Look, check it out. We got the Tulane helmet. Saints, you won yesterday, but me and Taylor were like, I think Tulane. I think you get.
We're missing some, and we got to repair that thing a little bit.
What's it missing?
It's just missing some screws there on the face mask.
Can't tell. I think the lights are shining it. You can't even see the logo.
Yeah, it's a bright light. Anyway, so we'll break down Blake staying here, what that means, what it's going to mean for just the team in general, having two sides of the football that you feel like are really taken care of, and obviously a lot of recruiting stuff to get to, and we will get there. But how we doing? How was the weekend? Matt, you had an eventful day yesterday.
Fantastic.
Huh?
So it was a great day yesterday. Notre Dame did not make the playoff, and Notre Dame tears are just amazing right now on the socials. So yesterday, had a great day, went to church, came back, had the football on. We had a little flag football in the afternoon. Saturday, I made a gumbo. It was the first gumbo that I've made this year, and it just kind of felt right. It was kind of cool outside. It was conference championship Saturday. I had a smoked turkey that came in. So I made a little smoked turkey gumbo. It was incredible. Then I decided to get active on Twitter yesterday. And I just made mention of the fact that I was happy that the committee got one right yesterday.
Yeah.
With Notre Dame. And there are some Notre Dame truthers out there. They came out to fight.
Gave you a little history lesson.
They gave me some history lessons. They just told me, I don't know, a lot of threats being thrown out there. It's good. It's good, clean fun. I enjoyed it. That's what it's all about.
You don't do Twitter a ton, but when you do, it's always a cannonball into the deep end.
I mean, it really it was. I was like, hey, I'm glad the committee got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Join the conference. I wanted to say you bums, but I didn't. And then I retweeted, of course, reposted, something later, their announcement that they are going to take their ball and go home.
Yeah. And
not play in the bowl game. And I said, well, there's no defending this. Well, apparently people wanted to defend it. It was good, clean fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty amazing that no matter what the committee did yesterday, there was no win. There was no win for everybody in that situation. Somebody was going to be upset, and I think they got it right. The right people are upset.
And we'll
dive into that.
certainly get into that. I mean, there's no way that we won't have a full segment on that, how they've handled it and what they've done. And I'm with you. Like, try to defend that. It's not going to even be a conversation starter with me. So we will certainly get there.
It's just like, they released that thing where they're not going to play. It's like, oh, Notre Dame, like, you keep just giving us so much ammo to use on you. And then you get mad when we use it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
There's no defending it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
they try
that quickly too. Like, that was a beta move. Alondra, how was your weekend? How you doing?
Doing well. I am also very excited that Notre Dame got left off the playoffs. I did go back to look at some of your Twitter just now, out of curiosity, because I missed this too. People are very upset that you're celebrating, but this one's cracking me up because the one where you said, I'm at a loss with this one, when they said they weren't going to play the bowl game or whatever, and somebody said, very defensible, Matt. Why play an exhibition game you don't want to play? And you said, most of Notre Dame's games are exhibitions. That's fair.
That's very fair. No, sorry.
But, I was going to tell y'all this morning when I walked in, I forgot. I was watching the football all day yesterday, right? Because Sundays, that's what you do. When they're going out of break, some of the music, or going into break, the music that they play under, they're playing some bangers. They played Living It Up by Ja Rule.
No.
Are you serious?
And during the Packers game, you're at Huck's game, right?
Oh, yeah.
I almost texted it. I was like, ooh.
They did it for you, and you didn't even hear it.
Dang it.
Well, Matt's not going to miss an NFL game the rest of the year.
Anytime I hear that song now, I'm just going to think about Matt.
Right.
But they played that song, and then they played some, Bound for the Floor. I don't know. I was like, dang, they're playing some bangers. They played The Killers. I guess I never paid attention to it until they played.
All the Packers game?
No, it was different games, but I just heard Ja Rule, and I was like, Matt.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'll watch every game now just so I can potentially hear 13 to 15 seconds of Living It Up. God, we got to crop dust some sports this week, too.
Are we going to do the college football's drunk? It's so drunk.
So drunk. College football is way
Spin over,
drunk.
sir.
Oh, Jake gets the turnover chain.
Oh, I do.
You do.
James Madison. Let's go.
It's a big day today.
That's a season bold prediction that hit.
That is a season.
That a Sun Belt team would make the college football playoff.
Yep. The Packers may have, we still have time, but the Packers may have prevented me from getting the turnover chain because they're number one now because they beat the Bears yesterday.
My bowl predictions are better than my ones that are in the moment.
I was about to say, my season-long bowl projection, it officially hit yesterday.
Yeah.
The Commanders have been eliminated from playoff contention.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're gone.
My season-long one is getting close to hidden, which is the Chiefs not making the playoffs.
I love it.
Yeah, it is.
I've seen this morning.
Mine already hit. They ain't winning the division.
Had the Patriots making the playoffs after having a top 5 pick last year.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Maybe we're really good at predicting just far out.
Yeah.
How'd the pontoon parlay do?
2-2.
Okay.
Okay. Respect.
All right.
Respect. Still
Tech
lost.
beat BYU by like basically the
Yeah.
same score.
They blew them out, and then
I hit
some
Boise.
idiot picked Ohio State to cover the 4.
Dumb.
Who did that?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Mine hit.
Yeah,
obvious.
mine hit.
And then yours hit. Yeah.
Boise doesn't lose on the Smurf turf, y'all.
Dude,
Yeah,
how
they don't
about
lose
Kurt
them, sir.
Signetti though? I love him.
He is a
That
dog.
dude is.
And I love Fernando Mendoza now.
Oh my God.
I never really paid
My
attention to
man.
him before, but what a little dork.
His little heart was about to
That would-
explode out of his chest in that post-game interview, and it was
We're
awesome.
flipping champs.
Flipping champs.
I love
Gotta
it.
love it.
It's like, all right.
Now
but
I want them to
we
win
need
it
to
all.
we need to definitely play that at some point
Yeah.
today. Because it
No
was
explicit.
it was
No, you're
there
gonna have to worry about
definitely
editing.
no curse words there for sure. It was so heartfelt. It was almost like you watch it and it was almost cringe, but then you're like, no, that wasn't cringe at all. That was great.
It was adorable.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so happy, and I don't know. I can't imagine being that excited about like anything.
Right?
It was
What a joy.
what a joy he was.
Joie de vie.
And somebody, the post that I saw after that was like, Fernando Mendoza, his interview makes Russell Wilson look like Tupac.
I did see that.
Oh, it's
This is
good.
not far off.
It's
They were
not-
calling him Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
2.0.
major Cousins vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I like
Now I
now.
want him to win the
Now that really
Heisman.
like we don't have like a dog in the fight,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, well,
And
Texas
Indiana.
won.
No, I'm talking about in the playoff. Indiana, Georgia in the final, and Signetti and Kirby.
Oof,
Oh my God!
that would be lit.
And I hope I get that assignment just so I can just see those two have to interact with each other, knowing they're both alphas and how they go about their business. Oh, there's gonna be some tension in that room if that happens.
No doubt.
I need that to be the final.
I do too. I think it'd be a hell of a game. Now we
I
can
am,
get to the playoff and some of the other matchups that they've got, but
Yeah, how do we feel? Were you shocked that Indiana won that game?
no, not shocked.
I'm sure their defense is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Right. I think that
that's-
game, like nobody really knew what to expect going into that game because Ohio State really hasn't played.
I haven't played. Yeah, I haven't
Like-
played a good opponent.
Yeah, since
It's Texas.
and at that point they were not good.
Right.
Texas and Michigan, who are kind of middle of the row.
Yeah, Indiana,
top
kind of like
teams.
we know you're good. What if
Yeah, that,
you were?
going on the road and beating Oregon, I was like, okay,
Yeah, that's real.
I got to treat you different now.
Right. But we just didn't really know. It's like, is
Yeah.
Ohio State head and shoulders above everybody else in the country? We just don't know it yet. Well, we
Right.
found out that they're not.
Right.
Um,
Only
But
one
it was-
undefeated team.
but it was a true, it was properly 1 and 2 ranked, I felt like, watching that game. Now,
Yeah,
Georgia, they have, they didn't look like the Georgia that we've always known in the last, since Kirby's been there since 16, I think. They didn't look like that team all season, but they're one of these teams that have continuously ticked
quietly
up.
too.
Quietly just gotten better.
Yeah.
Gunner's gotten better.
every week.
Yeah.
And you got teams that on the opposite end, like Alabama, that have gotten, kind of downgraded a little bit, which is weird. But the good teams get better every single week, and they are going to be a tough out for sure. What side of the bracket are they on? Are they on Ohio State or?
Georgia's on Ohio State, Indiana's on Texas Tech.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go through all the matchups. We literally have a ton to get to today. And again,
A
we've
lot.
got Blake Baker joining us at 9 a.m. to kind of break down, probably a pretty busy week for him last week and kind of what it looks like moving forward for Blake on this LSU staff, fired up, and something we'll certainly talk about and hit it when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing. When you go to the website, the thing that I love about it, it has the 5-star reviews as soon as you go to the website. It's got testimonials of past clients as soon as you go there. They are proud of their work. They do the best in every situation. Like, even if it's like the cleanup of your project. Like, they were doing a roof in my neighborhood, and it was shocking. Like, the entire process while they were doing it, Like, it was clean. It was efficient. There wasn't stuff everywhere. There wasn't, trucks everywhere. No, like, they had their flag there, let you know who was doing the work, and you knew what that meant. You knew it was A+ work. Go to the website today, pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, one of the reasons for that is because when you have a project with Pelican Roof, they're going to dedicate one person that's a project manager to your job specifically that is just focused on that. And that's everything from start to all the way through cleanup, the entire process of that new roof. So go check them out. If you are in the market, go see them, pelicanroof.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. Before we get this show started and we dive into Blake Baker, the defensive staff, that's another very important thing to point out here. Tate had an eventful weekend, and because of the clock, we took a break and we didn't get to Tate. Sir, you started saying a taser in McDonald's or something, pumping gas, cell phone. What were you saying over there?
Oh, it was one of the greatest things to happen to me in a few weeks now. It was awesome. I did the LSU men's game yesterday, so I'm leaving Walker and then jumped in right there at the gas station right by the interstate, and it's basically like connected to a McDonald's. I mean,
Okay.
they're
I thought
almost
I heard
touching.
McDonald's in there somewhere.
Right. They're almost touching. Well, I pull in, I'm pumping gas. I hear some dude just screaming expletives, like probably louder than I've ever heard anybody do this. So I look over, and there's a guy just like throwing his hands up, acting a fool at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's he yelling at? I'm like, oh, he's yelling at this cop right next to him. I mean, the guy grabs his cell phone, chunks it against the McDonald's wall, like phone shatters.
Yep.
And like there's people like in the drive-thru. Like this is at the door right by the drive-thru. Finally, the cop just pulls it out. You can see the light. I was like, oh, he pulled out his taser. Like this dude's about to get it. Just
He's about to
freaking
get it.
nerdy white dude. Like, bro, you can't be acting like this. Okay, like know your place. About that time, another cop shows up. The dude stops, squares up to both of them. And
yeah.
again, like he's not the type to square up to anybody. About that time, they light him up. He drops to his knees. They jump on him. They're still fighting with this dude, trying to arrest him. For a good 5 minutes, he's yelling, he's cussing, give me my money back. And like, I'm thinking, like, dude, your meal's probably like $12. Like, it's
Right.
at McDonald's. How bad could this have possibly went? But, I mean, we're standing there. The guy who's pumping gas next to me came up. He rested up on my truck. We're sitting there watching it. I mean, it was a great time.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
So I've never seen someone be tased in person. I've seen it
this
on
was my
TV.
first
So
time
it's
as
like,
well.
so it's real. Did you get hit with it? Drop to the knees immediately?
Yeah. He
Oh,
jumped
yeah.
to the knees
Folded him?
immediately. Yeah.
One of my
He
favorite
handled it better than I thought he would.
Okay.
though.
Good for him.
So,
one of
credit
my
to him.
my favorite videos that I have in my phone is my best friend who is a loyal listener to the show, so I hope he's listening right
Okay.
now. So he's a policeman, right? And to be a policeman, if you're going to use a taser, you have to be hit with the taser yourself, right? My
Yeah.
dad's gone through it before, but I didn't get a video of my dad. I got a video of my best friend. So good.
I got a video of my dad. He did it
It's
about
so
2 years
good.
ago.
It is so good.
Is the facial expressions?
Oh yeah, the sound that he made when he got hit.
Yeah.
How quickly he hit the ground.
Yeah, they have to change drawers.
No comment. No comment.
I will say the cop was way more patient than he should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have just at that point, like, just beat the dude up because guys
Just beat him up, huh?
People like that act that way because they've never had their ass beat.
True.
Just take it,
Yeah.
move on, go about your day. But no,
Well,
shout out to that
eventful
dude.
day.
I mean, I got to watch somebody get tased. So
All right.
shout out to the cop.
What? Like, I've never understood the get so mad. I'm gonna throw my phone against the wall.
Oh yeah, I mean it broke in probably 4 pieces.
like
I
now,
mean, shattered.
now I guess when I was in Green Bay, I'd watch LSU. I broke a lot of remotes.
Yeah.
But I never threw it at the TV because I was like,
It was
I don't want to
It was
replace
on a belt
that.
clip, and so you couldn't really access it as quick, you know.
I still don't remember the belt clip. But
How do you not remember it? I mean, you were an innovator with the belt clip.
not a big deal.
How
How else are you going to let the people know?
I mean, I'm not hating. I'm just saying. That's why you broke the remotes. Yeah, me too. Same. Still. All right, let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com. That is the website for GoFlow IV Spa Health and Wellness. You see the number right behind us, 225-953-8150. Now, during this holiday season, during the weather change, like some days it's a little bit warmer, some days it's freezing, a lot of rain. There's a lot of things in the air. So go ahead and get in front of it and go ahead and check out those membership packages there over at GoFlow. If you want to start getting on the IV, holiday season, you're traveling, you got family, you got just so many different stresses right now in your life, go ahead and go see them to help you out over at GoFlow IV Spa.
Yeah, what a cool little gift to give somebody for the holidays. Especially if they've never done it. Like we've all kind of heard of the IV treatment, IV therapy, how it can like immediately work, whether it's for just rehydration, if it's for a little hangover, if it's for this time of year, boosting the immune system. Like you can go over there and buy a friend or a loved one a couple of treatments over there. Go get them, have them go over there right now. Myers Cocktail, have them get all the vitamins, boost that immune system right now with all the sniffles, like Jake likes to say, the sniffles running around town. Make sure you get hydrated, get vitamized, boost that immune system right there. GoFlow IV Spa.
All right, so the biggest story here, I don't know if it's for everybody, but damn it is for here on this show. Blake Baker is back.
Let's go.
As the defensive coordinator.
Woo! We're back.
Blake Baker, Corey Raymond, Kevin Peebles, Jake Olson, defensive staff.
The band back together.
My, oh my. How big of a win does this feel like for LSU? You weren't really sure how it was going to play out. And like, when you pair these two things together, like Lane Kiffin, that offense, Charlie Weiss Jr., they guarantee points, like period. Like that's who they are. And then Blake Baker and that staff, they guarantee that you're not going to just waste those points. And I started to think about it. The last time that LSU won a national title, like it had this elite, explosive, creative offense, but it also had a defense in 2019 that was physical, disciplined. They didn't beat themselves, right? Whenever their back was up against the wall, they found a way to limit whatever that situation was. You know, sometimes it was giving up just a field goal and not a touchdown when they were hit with sudden change. I just think with Blake's defense, you know, getting off the field, limit the explosive plays.
Yep.
Like if you think about the defense, they didn't give up a lot of those this year. That's what made like the Oklahoma ones like so surprising that you had a busted coverage because like you just didn't see that this year. That's not always been the case at LSU. I mean, a couple of years ago, it was like you were waiting for the busted coverage in a game. Like you don't get that with the Blake Baker defense. Creates negative plays. That's something that is a calling card of this defense. And so like all the on the field stuff is incredibly exciting when you pair together that offense and this defense. And this defense too, like from like year one, what you took over was good. Year two was better. Like year three is going to continue to go up. That's the exciting thing about it. And I know you lose some players there, but I think you bring more players in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can retain some of the players that are currently having a decision to be made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a Whit Weeks, all right? Like we know obviously like what his relationship is with the new head coach, but also I know what his relationship is with Blake Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have a hard time thinking that Whit doesn't want to be a part of that. That would be a major win. Not just the retention of your players too, but the recruiting. Like we've seen Blake on the recruiting trail as well. We've seen what recruits like all those defensive players that just signed with LSU. Blake Baker was a huge part of that. So from every aspect of you getting Blake Baker, Corey Raymond, Jake Olson, Kevin Peebles, this defensive staff back in the fold there, and you pair it with what we have already, like we know on offense what they're going to be. Like we've seen it too many places, too many different schools, and I don't expect it to go any different here at LSU. Man, that's an exciting weekend for the LSU Tiger football fans.
A lot to celebrate with this, I guess, re-signing of Blake Baker or extension or whatever you want to call it. Certainly got a nice little pay raise, rightfully so. And that's kind of what you got to do to retain coaches like this. You see it all over the country. If success on any side of the ball or in a program, leads to coaches going other places. That's why it's so hard to maintain like a dynasty, I guess, if you will, in this day and age in college football. But for LSU Tiger fans, I mean, it's time to celebrate, at least for right now, the next year, 2 years, 3 years, however long we get of this, marriage of Lane's offense and Blake Baker's defense. However long that takes, we just need to enjoy every second of it because just think about where we've been since the last national championship. You look at 2023. We had a historically incredible, amazing offense.
Yeah, well, we also in the last 25 years.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, you had a historically bad defense.
One of the worst in the last 25 years.
All right, you look at this year. We had a really, really, really good defense.
Top 15 scoring defense in the country, yeah.
And we had a historically bad offense.
Didn't score 26 points against a Power 4 opponent.
Sure didn't. And the defense was Blake Baker's second year. And look what he even did his first year. Coming off of the worst defense in probably LSU football history in 2023. And then he comes in 2024. And I think we all agreed that he outperformed probably what he was given with. I mean, you had guys starting in the secondary that were backups this year. You know what I mean? It's he did a lot with what he had to work with.
Yeah.
And then you saw more pieces were in place for him this year. And they had a really, certainly they had some injuries plagued them at some points. Defensive line, and there was some games where it didn't look as good, but like I think overall, I think we could all agree that LSU had a great defense this year. So those pieces are just going to keep getting solidified, and just like you said, from the recruiting standpoint, I mean, not even on the defensive side of the ball, but you have decisions going to be made by like Aaron Anderson's got to make a decision. Like there's people looking at potentially transferring in, transfer portal. Like what better selling? No, there's nobody in the country that's going to be able to sell more in the transfer portal than LSU is right now.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
Even if an offense was like, or a defender or whoever it was at another country wants to come here, they could always say, but who's your defensive coordinator going to be, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, all right, you got Lane on offense. You got Blake on defense. Like, this team's got some juice to it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that you also have a head coach now that understands the transfer portal better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There might be some that are right there with him, but there's none that are better in the transfer portal. Like he has shown that he can build a team, and now he has the high school recruiting attached to it because he's at LSU. He just signed a great class. I don't know where it ended up, but it was per recruit, and the average of their talent. Shay told us it was Oregon and it was LSU, right? So they didn't sign a ton.
Per capita.
They didn't sign 45 guys like West Virginia did, or 40 like North Carolina, or even 35 like USC, who had the number one team because they had so many players. It was a lot of quality. So you pair that with what we think you can do in day one of the transfer portal, which opens up January 2nd. It's a very exciting time. Again, not just on the field with Blake Baker and that staff, off the field, in the recruiting, in the relationships that they have with their defensive players. Like retention is going to be something that I don't think they struggle with. Now, you certainly you do lose some players. You might, you're going to lose the best corner in college football this year, but you got him out of the portal, right? A third-team ACC guy like we've talked about, and the talent was there, but Corey Raymond and that staff got the most out of Mansour Tulane. They made him a better player, and he put the work in to be that better player. Like what I told you were there when I talked to the team. Like I highlighted those guys, Halsey, Cooley, Tulane, because they were only here a couple months, but they put in the work, and this staff put in the work with them. And so, like that development is not something that I'm worried about right now. I think they're going to identify the players that they want in the portal, and when they get them, that's not their ceiling, because we just saw a player reach it, or go towards his ceiling. I don't want to put a cap on Mansour Tulane after watching him play this year.
No doubt. Any of that secondary. Halsey might have been my favorite player to watch on the team this year.
Yeah.
But no, that's why it's so exciting for LSU fans, because we're going to go into this transfer portal with a head coach that is proven to be successful. I mean, for God's sakes, he was successful at Ole Miss in the transfer portal. Now you can recruit out of high school a lot better for Lane Kiffin. Now you got the offensive side of the ball taken care of. You got the defensive side of the ball taken care of. And you got a school that's committed the most amount of dollars that possible towards getting those players and having them. So there's just a lot. The green arrow is certainly pointed upwards. So in this world where a lot of teams are celebrating playing for a national championship and getting voted into the playoffs and all this good stuff, we get to celebrate 2026 right now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
And also, we got selected for a bowl game, and we're going to go play in the bowl game, even though we've got all this going on.
But it's meaningless, Jake.
You know, players that are injured and players that are, maybe they're opting out of the bowl game. I don't really know. We don't know what the roster is going to look like, but it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've played in this game with 39 before, so might as well go ahead and go in. So.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll just play it. So we got picked to go to the bowl. Hey, Taylor, did you just get McDonald's?
Did Taylor just get McDonald's delivered?
I'm sorry, I was trying.
Shout out to Scott Dice, the McDonald's chat. He sent us all an Egg McMuffin. Shout out, Scott.
Hey! Shout out, Scott.
Did anybody get tased?
I thought you were about to get tased by that guy. He had a McDonald's bag. I thought he heard you telling the story. He's like, I don't want you talking bad about my McDonald's location.
I just thought about that.
That's what I thought. I was like, is this tied together with your McDonald's getting tased story?
Wow, I'm excited.
Shout out to Scott.
All right, let's make this a thing. People just sending us breakfast.
Yeah, like, I want to do that like every Monday. Like,
I was trying to stay on topic and talk about, I don't even remember what I was talking
me
about.
too, but I saw a
football.
McDonald's bag. I'm like, I saw Gordy let the guy in. I'm like, oh.
Big deal.
I mean, we got the boss in here letting the guy in. I mean, what's about to happen here? I don't know.
All right, well.
All right, shout out to Scott.
Don't remember what I was talking about, but probably is Notre Dame slander, which is awesome.
Okay, we will take a break because, we got McDonald's now in the studio, so we're going to eat, and we'll be back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Remember, not only in Central and the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. That number, 24/7, 365, weekend, holiday, game day, 225-925-8552. You've got the holidays coming up. The last thing that you want is for you to be hosting the holidays, and all of a sudden, you've got a plumbing issue. That is a doomsday situation, but it's not with Central Plumbing, because even on holidays, they will be there. They'll fix the issue, and they'll fix it the first time. That's just what they do. That's why they've been in business as long as they have. centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. What if you're hosting like a big Christmas party, holiday party, starts at 7 p.m., but at 4 p.m.
T-Bob comes over.
You try
and
to flush the
clogs up
toilet, and it just gets the clunk, clunk. Well, they got the fix for you. Doesn't matter what day of the year it is. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. 225-925-8552. The plumbing experts in Baton Rouge, the Plain family's been doing it such a long, long time. Give them a call. Go see them. centralplumbing.org.
"2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB live from the Raising Cane's studio. Always want to remind you about our friends over at KDC Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been doing it since 2004. Go to the website today. That is ktozblinds.com. On the website, you can check out their service area, which we tell you all the time. It's Lafayette. It's on the North Shore. It's Baton Rouge. But we've had friends in Alexandria that have reached out to them, that have listened to us up there, and they've been able to get their job done. So we always encourage you, get in contact with them and go check out what they can do for you. Drapes, shutters, exterior, the motorized shades that we always talk about as well. Like for me, we had an area that we wanted to shade. I had no idea that it was going to shade that area, but also shade the living room. Controls the temperature during the summertime of our home, takes the glare off the TV when you're trying to watch football on a Sunday. And now that area that they put the outdoor shade, that is Harlow's favorite place to play, right? And you feel safe, and that everything's going to be good there, and you know who installed it, and they can do it for you as well. KTZBlinds.com. You know, the whole Notre Dame not going to a bowl game situation really, like, it upset me, and I don't care who voted. The seniors could have voted on it. That's fine, but, you know, when you're a sophomore, you're a junior on that team, you never know. You never know how your career is going to turn out. You only get so many games. You only get so many opportunities. Of course, it reminds everybody of the John Trey Kirkland, right, when he was out there, and I was like, if we got 11, we're going to play. Like, it's one of my favorite all-time clips of any sport, any athlete. And they did, and they didn't have a whole lot. I was on the sideline of that game, and it was bare minimum. But they played the game. They got beat, but you know what? They had a hell of a time. That last touchdown, John Trey
got carried off the field
to Chris Hilton. Man, that was electric. Loved it. It was awesome. Ended up being you lost. You lost to a full strength K-State team, but you went out there and you played. For me personally, speaking of Notre Dame, our junior year, we were at the football banquet, and I'm like, hey, my knees, it's not right. But I'm like, man, I really want to play in it's the Sugar Bowl in our home state, playing against Notre Dame. It wasn't for a championship.
It was a air quote meaningless game.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't in national championship, but it was like, it's Notre Dame and the Sugar Bowl in our home state. So I'm like, Dr. Bankston, can we have surgery and can I play in 2 weeks? He's like, hey, the game's in like 11 days. I was like, yeah, but can we do it? He's like, in theory, yeah. I'll go in there. I'll be quick. We'll clean it up, and we'll have to rehab like hell. And we did, and I played. Didn't play great, right? But I played, and that's something that I wouldn't have given up. Like, are you kidding me? You get to play against Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl? Oh, went out there, and we did it. Like, to say it's meaningless, it angers me so bad, because you only get so many opportunities in your career. And a lot of people think, oh, well, I'll play in the NFL. Man, it's hard. It's hard to make it in the NFL. And you think you might, and I hope that everybody does, but that's just not reality. And if you asked almost any NFL player, I would say 85% of them, you get one more play. You get one more. Is it going to be in your college uniform or your pro uniform? And they would say college uniform. I know almost everybody I know, right? If I get one more play, it's going to be running power for LSU. That's going to be my play. And so I am never going to give those away. I'm never going to just pass those up and hand wave those and say I don't need those. Because you might think you don't need it right now, but those are memories and those are times you can't ever get back. And I would have liked to see Notre Dame go play in a big bowl game and have one more opportunity, because in life, those memories, those college football memories, for almost every NFL player, doesn't matter how long that you played, mean everything.
Yeah, and you can, and the haters to that are going to say, well, it's a different day and age. This is more of a professional football, blah, blah, blah. And while they are correct in that fact that, like, with the playoffs, that the worry, the fear for a lot of people and college football traditionalists and people that just love the game of college football are like, well, the fear is that bowl games will be irrelevant now. But bowl games have always been meaningless, right? Except for one.
By definition of
championship of that, like
nothing,
we're playing for nothing. And what I watched unfold yesterday, and like the excuses being thrown out of what I watched unfold with Notre Dame backing out of the bowl game, and you can argue to whatever did they deserve to be in. Yeah, it was a no-win situation. Somebody was going to get hurt yesterday, right? It sucks that it was them. I'm sorry, like that, but it happened, and there was reasons behind it, and you can defend and agree or not, but to come out an hour later after that and say we are not going to play in a bowl game, to me it was just classic. I don't want to say classic Notre Dame on that, but they wanted everything, right?
Yeah.
You schedule a week schedule. You're not in a conference, and I get it. Like, Duke didn't make it. BYU didn't make it. They're in a championship. We can argue, should they have been? But being in a conference gives you a little power in this. Did it help Alabama being in a conference? It certainly did.
Yeah.
They expected everybody to just like bow down to them because they're Notre Dame and forget that they lost to Miami head-to-head. Forget that they don't schedule anybody year in, year out. They expect to be given everything. And then when they didn't get their way, they decided to quit.
Yeah.
They quit, and that's what it was. Like if they would have taken a couple of days and said, we've thought about this, blah, 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 and like I might have looked at it a little bit different, but to emotionally react that way, which that's what it is. Like they were all in a team meeting room together, probably with balloons all around them, probably with a camera crew, and they didn't get their way. And they got upset. They should, yeah, I get it. I would have been really upset too. But to then say, all right, we're going to hold a vote right now. Do we want to play right now? Everyone's all mad. We got a herd mentality. We're not thinking this through, like emotionally make that decision. They had the chance the opportunity to say, you know what? You left us out. We're going to prove to you why you're wrong.
Yeah.
They had a chance to probably go get a matchup with
Georgia,
BYU.
like Georgia did a couple years ago.
How about in 2023? And Georgia did it. They were number one.
Didn't lose until the SEC championship game.
Yep. And
we got left out.
They got left out of the playoff.
What'd they do after that?
I thought Notre Dame was saying there's a lot of SEC bias yesterday.
Yeah.
Georgia got left out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 2 seasons ago.
What'd they do in that bowl game against?
I think they won by
Florida
700.
Yeah, because they wouldn't prove a point.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I'm hearing all these arguments, like, and now they are trying to justify their cowardice. They're trying to justify all this because they're sticking up to the man.
Yeah.
They're sticking up to big bad Mickey ears.
Notre Dame
Disney
saying
and
that
ESPN.
anybody has a bias over them. Poof, that's something.
Yep.
You play by a different set of rules. What do you mean?
Yep.
All right, we got.
Oof. I know. We'll have multiple segments.
We got plenty of time.
We got plenty of
nothing
time
but
to
time. Nothing but
talk
time.
about Notre Dame.
More OTB
So
when
fun.
we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GCOPnet.com, the website for Gulf Coast office products. It doesn't matter if your company is 1 printer, 2 printers, 3, 5, like 10 like we have here, or like an entire fleet. They are going to be able to help you out, and they're going to give you the same customer service no matter if you're 1, 5, 10 fleet, like whatever it is, throughout the state, right? They've been able to help everyone out. Pelicans, Saints, LSU, Raging Cajuns. Right, they're official partners because they know that GCOP is the best. They know that when they need something, there's only one place that you call and you talk to that human being, not an answering service, not a computer, and that is GCOPnet.com.
Yeah, Gulf Coast Office Products has been the leader in office technology here in Louisiana for over 40 years. They keep businesses like yours, whether it's big, whether it's small, whether it's a one-man office or a 1,000-person office, doesn't matter, with copiers, printers, managed IT service that make sense. So give them a call if you want your office to run more smoothly. GCOPnet.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. A lot to think about, like with who got in the playoff, who didn't get in the playoff.
Yep.
And we've talked more about the Notre Dame opting out of a bowl game.
Yep.
But coming up in the next hour, we'll talk about who got in, who didn't get in, who should have gotten in, and also the matchups, because we got 2 rematches as well. Games we've already seen this year, again, in the college football playoff.
Tulane, let's go. Just tapped on that helmet. That's the noise you just heard. You be careful this week. If you're talking to your children about sportsmanship, maybe don't tell them about Notre Dame's decision. That's not the lesson you want to teach your kids out there, people. Quitting when things don't go your way.
How about this? And this is just off the top of my head, so if I miss somebody, I apologize. I'm just thinking of the college football playoff teams and like their staffs. Ohio State's offensive coordinator is now the head coach at South Florida. A&M's offensive coordinator is now the head coach at Kansas State. Of course, Ole Miss's head coach is the head coach here at LSU. Tulane's head coach is now the head coach of the Florida Gators. JMU's head coach is now the head coach of UCLA. Oregon, their offensive coordinator is now the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats. Their defense coordinator is now the head coach of the Cal Bears in this college football playoff.
Nice.
How about Brent Pry going back to Virginia
Brent
Tech?
Pry's going back. Like, he never left because he didn't. Like, he probably just moved offices.
Yeah, that's super
Zach
normal.
Arnett's going back to Mississippi State, too.
True.
Super, super normal that we're about to start the playoff, the one thing that everybody works towards and looks forward to the entire year, and then most of the coaches aren't even going to be the coaches.
Yeah, their schedule. Can you imagine?
So dumb. You finally get to the goal, then all the coaches are 1 foot out the door.
I mean, that happens every year.
I get it. Change it.
Good luck. More OTB, hour 2 when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right. Go to palagroup.com. We've been telling you over the last couple of months. I mean, you know, when you've got a big project, that Pala is the place, the only place that you go to. Full service construction company, trusted across Louisiana. Really, I mean, the Gulf South. I mean, we've talked about that so many different times. If you've got your project, you're ready to go, and you know there is one place that you need to call, it's always going to be Pala. You know, they are known for their quality work, their clear communication, and finishing jobs and getting it right the first time, every time. Go to palagroup.com for more information.
That's right. Go check them out. From steel fabrication, precision piping, helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, and industrial maintenance. Power delivers results you can trust. They got a 70,000 square foot fabrication facility right here in Louisiana. Licenses in 32 states. Pala's equipped for projects of any scale, anywhere. So go check them out, palagroup.com.